We have a CD pick up for you. Pearl Jam early rarity CD. Should be an old one from 10 or Versus. Maybe Mythology. Yeah, got the pictures on them. So they're stuck in. This is how they make them with no pictures now, but these are the old ones with the pictures on them. And this is it's got songs I never heard of. I think that's My Way, Thumbing, or a different song, Thumbing My Way, but could be My Way. It's live rarities. So, it's a sleeve backing, so it's okay. It's not the jewel case. And these are old CDs that they don't come up that often. I think it was $30 or $35 or something like that. But $30 for an old CD, you don't find them much anymore because of shipping. The old CDs, resellers, they double up on the shipping now. So you'll pay at least $50 for them if they do come up, or even $70, $80 for these old ones. And if I can find them at a good price from a decent seller, I will pick up more of these old ones. I like them more than the new stuff. This has songs on it. Thumbing My Way. I don't know if that's the My Way. I know he sang My Way version, but I don't know. I think I have that. I don't know if this is that version of My Way, but it's called Thumbing My Way. Then there's one called Down, so I never heard of that one. Sad, never heard of that one either. Leatherman, Hard to Imagine, Ghost. I've never heard of that one. So, Ghost, No Way. Most of these songs I never heard of. Drifting, Fatal, Parting Ways. I don't know if I heard of Parting Ways either. So I think almost all these songs I never heard of them. And this is an old release, Mojo live rarities. If you can find it for $30 to $40, definitely pick it up for yourself. Got 10 songs on the back. So, and this is a sleeve CD, so it's a demo, kind of demo, not for a jewel case. You just pull out the sleeve, and then you have the CD there. So, if it was released on record, or some of these could be released on record, but when this was released, I don't know. At least from 10 Versus, maybe Mythology. Hard to Imagine. I don't know where that song's from. Versus or Mythology, something like that. Anytime I could get an old album that has some, or live, or this one, rarities one, at a good price, like $30 to $40. Definitely, they're worth picking. You won't find them for any cheaper than that anymore because they stopped making them, so they don't come up on eBay that often. An auction, you'll be getting the new ones, the new live albums. And I still love collecting these old ones. Whenever I can find one with good price and good shipping, I will always come back into an old Pearl Jam live album or rarities one or recordings one. Sometimes they hold songs I don't know, and I don't know where these songs are from, so it's kind of interesting. Thumbing My Way. I don't know what that is. That could be My Way. I don't know, but that's why I had to pick this up to hear the song. And Hard to Imagine. It sounds familiar, but it could be Versus or it could be Mythology. So I know it's an early one because they don't make these anymore. Even as rarities, they don't put the pictures on them like this anymore because they make them just a text. They put text. They don't put any pictures, artwork, or anything like that anymore. So these are at least an old one from 10 verses or Vitology. After that, they changed. So happy to have this in the collection. Going to give this a go, see what Thumbing My Way is. I picked this up for Thumbing My Way because I thought it could be the Elvis version of My Way or Frank Sinatra. I know he sang My Way, but hard to Imagine is the only one that kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not too sure from what album it is. Until I have to look up his songs. But that's the only one that Ghost I never heard of, and No Way. So it's really worth. I'm happy to if this came up for $30. Sometimes with shipping you're going to pay at least double that. So depending on the seller, if there's more of the old ones that come up, I'll hunt these down. A lot of these old ones you don't see anymore. So, and this is a very early one. There's a lot of these songs I never heard of. So happy to have this CD in the collection. Sometimes they come in this little sleeve packing, so you won't see the side text. They just see it in like a demo release. This stuff should be released. If it's like a demo, this one's a rarities release, but it's live. But I like it when they're released this way, not just a picture and they don't put the backing artwork or they don't put the side artwork. But sometimes they're a little bit different packing. But this is the way they should be packed for some kind of demo release. Just pull out the CD. But where you have it to come across it, $30 or so, $32, pretty good pickup. Thanks for watching. We'll always keep an eye out for old Pro Jam live. Sometimes they're good quality, sometimes they're not, but I really love them because they hold songs they don't sing anymore, so that's why I hunt these down more than the new releases. Eventually I'll come into new releases, but I'm still after a couple of these old ones. Thanks for watching.